let's see what's here.
Okay, assassin, archmage. What do you get? Spell sword.
That might be exciting.
I'll leave this one up to you. The spell is not... Like, the axe would probably... I would... Okay.
What were you going to say? Go for the spell sword?
I was almost going to say go for the spell sword, just because the axe has strike through. But, yeah. I'd switch balance to an extra jump.
Yeah.
And I think that's all I would do. Because you're going to need the vamp. You have a lot of health, though, so that... Yeah, lock it down.
I need to come up with some sort of, like, way to remember that one.
Just
like always attacking the treasure chests.
Yeah. I mean, I think it will just be a practiced thing. A consistent, you have to do this every single time, otherwise bad things will happen to you.
It was pretty good when I was doing this on my own.
Yeah, well, you're not used to having distractions. It'd be great if you could just, like...
slime monster.
If you realized that you could move during the intro cutscene, and you just, like, plop over and just, like, whack him one. That'd be pretty embarrassing if you just died to him before you even got him to bust up into parts. Yeah, I think this is the boss that my friend Keith was having trouble with. Or you're clumsy. Oh, but you have hypergonadism. You've got, like, crazy knockback. In retrospect, that's actually going to be a serious boon for you. Because you'll just be able to clear out, like, whole slews of slime. If you could get hypergonadism and peripheral arterial disease, you'd be in a perfect position. Because if you could just run around in that bottom floor section, killing everything, you'd be golden. Okay.
Yeah, I thought for sure I'd gotten hit there.
But, like, yeah, these guys take crazy town damage. Like, if I had a dwarf dragon again, I feel like I could do it. It's just a matter of getting there. Whew. That gets real messy. Yeah, it does not surprise me that people would have trouble against this, though. Like, on one hand, just getting down here and churning through them seems like a terrible idea. On the other hand, it is a very effective way of busting them up into little bits to, you know, kill. And the thing is, once you actually get them down into only the tiniest of bits, you're actually going to get a fair amount of health back. As long as you don't take too much damage in the meantime. Interestingly enough, this is also the only boss we've ever fought that's given us money. Oh, wait, no, the second boss gave us, like, butt tons.
Oh, that's the end.
Alright, let's see what we can get.
Spell sword with daggers?
I want to try it. I can't afford anything.
Getting the money is kind of inconsequential.
I'm gonna go for the vampirism. Yeah.
You get more mana from the damage. You got more health too in the first place. I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
And just to avoid needing to switch equipment every single time we do this.
That's true. That's true. I don't know. Okay, well, I mean, we got Super Dagger now, which is going to be super useful. Everything else, maybe not. Damn it.
Wrong one.
Yes! Victory!
Like, well, you know, I'm kind of done with this dungeon thing.
You just teleport to the entrance and then just kind of peace out.
So yeah, you can just start by daggering him.
Do I have the thing where I can't... Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, this sucks. Like, the problem is those mages are, like, super problematic.
Yeah, they are. Turns out they're supposed to be challenging.
The shitballs school of death. Okay. Oh, interesting. Killing an enemy with my spells does... Nope.
Does not net you vampirism?
Yeah.
Really?
At least not there. Oh, there's a little one hiding behind the gold. Why? No, that is not fair. That is not fair in the slightest. Alright, what do we got? Dragon. Oh, shit.
Just re-roll it.
Yep. Dragon.
Wow.
The
The chakrams could be interesting.
Archmage. Chakrams or Blade Wall, both would be... Like, the thing is, Gigantism seems like an absolutely...
Yeah. I just feel like you could really sweep out, like, a lot of the down area.
I'm gonna try it, just because the reach could be really useful.
Right.
I would really like to try a run with Hypergonadism and Gigantism. Just imagine if you were huge and had, like, the knockback of a champion. It'd be brilliant. Like, I know we can beat this boss, though it seems like it's...
teleported to the same location again.
I'll figure it out someday. It's better than forgetting to lock down the dungeon.
It's absolutely true.
Unfortunately, we're not a spell sword, so we don't get, like, super chakrams. Well, that was...
You may want to conserve mana for more useful circumstances.
Ow. No! Well, there is some level of benefit to all this.
So the idea here is to just sweep out large swaths of them. Like if we can just get them all along the bottom or so.
Oh, there are more mages. There are more mages than I'd like. Yeah, I really want to be a spell sword with chakram. Because I feel like that would be, like, the best thing ever. Okay, this is terrifying. Do I have 1 health? Yeah, I have 1 health. Yeah, so the Gigantism is useful, but we don't, you know what? I think I almost might want to say haste might be really necessary here. Reroll it. What do we get?
Yeah, I can't say I'm really seeing the benefit from
the extra jumps.
Well, this
or
is
the vampirism.
This is our break.
Yes. Yeah. It's gonna be a little rough, but can you switch? What can you switch over to haste? Can you switch any? What's the one that we have the haste rune even for?
This one.
Yeah. Yeah, because the vampirism truly is only useful if we're doing dragon. In every other case, it's not that useful. Maybe until the very end.
I mean, I feel like it could be useful, but we'd have to, like, live long enough.
Yeah.
So now that's going to include being able to hit people with this sword.
Because, yeah, getting any of them with, like, a super chakram is going to be amazing. Especially once they're, like, smaller. Like, the thing is, if you could not bust up one of the big ones and, like, only focus on the other one, it would work well. Problem is, not easy to do that.
Yeah,
you know what?
especially with...
And the mages are going to be how you get your mana back as the dwarf, because you don't have to worry about them that much. Because their movements are, like, super predictable. Didn't get in with the next one. Oh well. You remember, you can also use the super ones.
Oh, that's a good point.
Because, like, you absolutely have bigger ones, and you have unlimited mana. That's a lot of them. It doesn't completely get rid of... it doesn't completely burn through a health bar, though. I really wish the smaller ones actually had a smaller health bar as a result. But, yeah, that is going to be, like, super effective. As long as it doesn't create too many mages for you to have to deal with. That could be a problem. Wow, we have over 200 health as a spell sword. That's actually amazingly useful. You're probably going to want to do one of those to the bottom as well. Get out of there. Yeah, you're getting your health back. This might actually work just because of bullshit magic spell. Yeah. No, it's working. Your health is looking pretty good, too. Just don't get hit by spikes or anything like that. Just gotta make sure you get a little bit of magic back. There you go. And, yeah, being baseline's probably gonna... And you kill... I think you've got them all out of the small at this point. Not as many kills as I was expecting there. But maybe there are less of them than I thought. Never mind.
Yeah, I sent that one the wrong way.
You're out of mana. You get a... Oh, okay. So it's based on hit, not per attack.
Whoop.
You are kind of slow on the uptake with that one. So at this point, you're out of mana, and you're pretty much out of health. You gotta be careful. Luckily for you, there's almost nobody left.
Might just be him.
Yeah. Why did you...
I just squandered my mana.
But it's just him.
No! Well, we know that's an effective strategy if we see another character with chakra again.
No, I absolutely have to try that. Unfortunately, the only spell sword we've got is...
So that definitely, I'm going to say, was on me and not being careful enough.
That was...
It was entirely just a function of not being careful enough with that final mana that I had.
Yes.
So I could have just put that another direction and it would have gotten him.
What other spells do we got? I want to try this.
Okay.
Yeah, I think let's just switch off.
Wait, we haven't. After getting it that close.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough with dwarfism, though. Like, you gotta...
No.
I mean, not like just in general, but it does make it...
I kind of wanted to just, like, have you pause it, have me take over, except for you're the, like, expert player here.
I'm just not very good with the controller still.
Yeah, that is a good point.
That's a huge part of what's going on, is I'm not used to playing with game controllers, and... Well, I'm pleased with that.
Oh, this is bad. What else do I got? This is not great. Let's try these.
They're pretty good.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, the sword wall is pretty awesome. Ow. Like, the sword wall is pretty effective at doing things. There's chicken down there. Unfortunately... Unfortunately, I don't have, like, a good way of clearing things, and my damage is awful. But, like, if I had Chakram and Sword Wall, we'd be in a beautiful position.
Does Archmage get Chakram?
I have no idea. I mean, considering I've got Scythe, one would assume. Unfortunately, I have no, like, confirmation one way or another. I'm just gonna plop that down. Hope it does something. Nope, guess not.
Just wade into the fray.
Unfortunately, there goes all my mana. Crowstorm would probably be beautiful here. Alright, please give me some health. Nope. Well, that was...
I suppose if we see a Lich with Crowstorm, we can grind him up a little bit and then...
Yeah. Nope. You do not want Ectomorph for this. Nope. Reset. Let's see what we get.
We could grind him up some.
I don't really want to do grinding, though.
Yeah.
Let's just do
Well,
Barbarian King.
this has the knockback.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking the axes would probably be better than anything else. Don't forget to lock it down.
Yeah.
Because the axes have strike through, whereas like Foos, I guess if you're like having trouble.
I think the axes will be our boon here.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're not going to get mana back. I'm just kind of sad another dragon hasn't popped up. But then again, you did pretty damn well as that spell sword.
That really was the dream, and I goofed it up.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, should be fine. I feel like you're doing more... Oh wait, of course you're doing more damage. Yeah, you are doing more damage as the Barbarian King than the Archmage, which makes sense. A lot of mages you need to take out. Wow, they get knocked around pretty hard. But yeah, those mages don't wanna die. I mean, can't blame them too much. Death is kind of sucky.
You know, instead of flying, I really want the dragon to be able to just have infinite hops.
That'd be nice. I think I've told you about this with Tower of Guns before.
You
but,
have.
The fact that like jumping in this game felt a lot more like smooth, controlled, and sensible than flight. And honestly, I think with this game it would work well too, except for you wouldn't be able to like laterally control your movement as well. Like I think if this game had floaty or double jumps, it would work well, but it doesn't. Oh, that was... I'm still pissy that enemies like that can hurt you. They should. They absolutely should not be able to hurt you that way.
The green robes are poisonous.
It's dumb. Should not work that way. And now you're in the, like, crappy section where there's just too many enemies, and you don't have a whole lot of options here either. The one thing I will say, though, is, like, I don't think Crowstorm would be a great option just because you burn through all of your men in, like, no time flat.
You'd have to save it till, like, right at the end.
It would be brutal getting there. Unless you were, like... Yeah, no, I honestly can't imagine a very good situation for Crowstorm to be super effective. The problem with the axe is, like, you have to be kind of below an enemy to get a good hit with it. And they have, like, hundreds of health. Wow, jeez. And you're out of mana. Yeah. Okay, so the whole axe thing is not gonna work out well for us. Or at least it's not gonna work out. Yeah. I dibs on the next time we get a spell sword with Chakram, though.
Okay.
Well, that's the combo that I wanted. Oh, right, because I had just played. And since we're just kind of switching off randomly now instead of keeping to the original... I don't know, whatever. They're just kind of brutal. Like, you miss and it's just like, well, nothing but slimes. And you do have, like, crazy health. But it's going down fast. You don't have a good way of recovering it either. At this point, your best bet is just to be super cautious, but cautious don't win fights. Well, I mean,
Some of them. It might win it when it involves, you know, aiming a chakram instead of, like...
True.
Just going for it.
It's like, I don't think being super cautious is going to win you this fight, unfortunately. Just because you need to be proactive about hitting them, or they're just going to surprise you from below. Because, yeah, I think it's really frustrating that you just can't see them down there, which... In, like, a 3D game, you could totally just look down and be like, shit, there's a lot of them right below me. I should probably not be here.
This worked out to a pattern, I think.
Kind of, yeah. At least you're not getting surprised by the hidden gold slimes. The problem is, like, if they're waiting for you in a corner, your pattern gets kind of thrown off. What the? He double jumped with you. That was confusing. It might be able to. It's gonna get hairy, though. I'm also disappointed enemies can't get hit by the like reactionary ground spikes. Yet they can get hit by any other kind of spike in this game.
I'd make this boss kind of easy.
It's true. That is true. Look, what is this? Like our 7th time fighting this? It could be a little easier. But then again, that's our fault for not being good enough. I'm just hungry. I want to go make curry. Anything's
Come at me, bro. Come at me.
Yeah, just don't get killed by the spikes. You've only got, like, a little bit more. Might actually just be those two. Okay.
Come at me, bro.
Just cross your fingers that they don't both charge you. If you beat this with just like a random-ass barbarian,
Yes!
I'm gonna be really impressed. I am very impressed right now.
I mean, he has a lot of health.
That is true. Don't get killed by the spikes.
I don't think they can kill me anymore.
Look, don't want to test it too hard here.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Okay. And hey, we don't even have to lock down the castle to fight the last boss, do we?
Nope.
Well.
I mean, you kind of win, you know?
I was gonna say, you should go fight him just so we can see what he looks like.
We should go for that fairy chest.
Okay.
We should lock it and go for that fairy chest.
Okay. Gimme. Gimme. Alright, yep.
Dementia Hokage.
What does dementia even do? Damage? Damage?
I'd say damage.
Damage. Health or crit?
Health. Because, I mean, we've mostly been doing stuff on, like...
On melee, yeah.
On dragon or...
Yeah. I can actually truly see, like, once you have spell sword and dragon, I could totally see, like, a full mage run working.
Oh, we're just not gonna...
What?
Fairy chest?
Oh, I still locked it down.
But now you're stuck fighting the boss.
Look, I wasn't thinking. I was just kind of on autopilot. But it is
Okay,
still
well,
locked
just
down.
Go fight the boss, I guess.
Is this... This is the tutorial stage, actually.
It is, right. So they make you go through it again. Only once, fortunately.
That makes sense. Oh, so we didn't kill the king. We killed the castle lord. In the beginning. Was that it?
Oh.
Remember how you, like, backstabbed a dude?
That's the king.
Oh, that is the king? What the hell was the king doing in here, then?
I don't know. I've never actually played the tutorial for this game, so I didn't even know it was the tutorial, other than that it seemed pretty...
Obviously a tutorial.
Yeah, so I mean...
Oh, this is the last journal. 25. Today marks the rest of eternity. I never knew that treasure lay in this castle. Just that it would cure the king of his illness. Who would have known who would have been the fountain of youth? A myth, which grants one eternal life. As I look down on the body of the king, I realize that it is inevitable. Children will always answer for their father's sins. I entered this castle as a swordsman, a savior. But all I have left is a rogue's legacy.
Sorry.
And one really big waveform. I can feel your anger, but I know it was not you who sent your family to ruin. The moment the king set foot within his castle, the royal coffers were emptied by Sharon. My family, all my families, had lost all hope for a better life. And in my mind's eye, I foresaw only desperation and poverty ravaged the country. There was nothing for me to go back to. To my children and my children's children, here I sit, impassive, immortal, and I await thee. What?
So that's the last boss, Johannes.
Bull.
Don't get the money, we're just...
Shh.
So he spews out, like, axes and daggers and stuff.
I figured. Why do you wish to fight me? How many sons and daughters have been lost in your pathetic attempts at revenge? It was the king who brought ruin to your country, not I. He lied to us. He said he was wounded. It was only time that threatened him. He pitted his children against another, sacrificed everything to satisfy his own selfish desires, and in the end left us penniless and alone. So I took the only option left to me. I rejected king and country, and chose a new family instead. Well, I am going to die horribly.
Well, I don't know. So he attacks to...
I figured as much. Oh shoot, that sword is still there.
Yeah, it takes a long time for it to... He doesn't have that much health, though, as part of it.
Yeah, if I could hit him.
And you can't just win in a fight of...
Yeah, I noticed. Alright, now let's actually lock this place down. Where dragon.
Alright.
ADHD dragon, no less. Alright, let's go lock this place
Are
down.
you gonna get the
Yeah,
fairy?
we're going for the fairy chest.
Okay.
I just completely forgot the previous time.
Just lock it down. You know, then.
Time to go find the last boss. Hurdy-durdy. Why would I do that? Damn it.
Wrong one.
Damn it. I will admit, I have my doubts about, like, a dragon being able to handle this fairy room. Oh, it's directly below us, isn't it? Actually, in retrospect.
Yeah, when...
Oh, shoot.
Well, it's not as though the attacks were hard to dodge.
It's true.
We can re-roll, too.
Wait, no.
Okay.
Uber Axe? Yes?
Well, it's a 7, so it's going to switch it on you every time.
That's okay. I just kind of want to get this... Okay, I did lock it down. Good. I'm not doofing it too hard here. It's just... Where are we going? What are we doing? How are we going to do this? See, that is why EHS.
Wow. I am...
Impressed?
Use your chakra of doom.
That was the plan. I just need to get enough mana for it. Who's the king? I'm the goddamn king. What, you didn't think I could do something like that? I saw a spell sword and I was just like, yes? Also, EHS were really helpful there. Are we just gonna sacrifice self? Or do you want to take a crack at the boss? I think I can manage. I think why don't we try the boss one more time? Just take a look at him.
Yeah.
And then I think break for dinner, and then we can complete this maybe another day. I don't know. We've been playing for a couple hours now, and this might take some grinding.
Level 114 is certainly like higher than some people I know.
That's
that
true.
do it.
Oh, whoa! It just ports you straight to the boss fight.
Yeah, thankfully.
That is good. Unfortunately, it keeps talking.
Yeah.
That is poor design. Well, at least you got super daggers. So there's that. You got super chakram again.
Forgot about that.
So just wait until he's down, and then... He is brutal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Dinner time. Probably, I don't know.